Well, that word foe has been seized on, but it's worth noting that the interview Donald Trump was giving went on a little further than the clip perhaps everyone's playing. Let's just pull up, though, that first comment from the president. It is true, he said, beg your pardon. Let's pull up the first quote that the president showed. Well, I think we have a lot of foes. I think the European Union is a foe, what they do to us in trade. But then, as we have next, he did go on to say that his mum was from Scotland, his family are from Europe, and he goes to say, I love those countries, I respect the leaders of those countries, but in a trade sense, they are totally taking advantage of us. So a lot of people online pointing out there's a slight nuance to this use of the word foe. It hasn't stopped a lot of people commenting on the use of that particular term, though, including Donald Tusk, President of the European Council, tweeting that America and the EU are best friends, and then he turns a phrase of Donald Trump's on its head, saying anybody else saying anything else is spreading fake news. In the last hour, Donald Tusk has tweeted again ahead of a EU meeting in Beijing and this meeting in Helsinki to say it is the duty of world leaders, EU leaders, and the US president meeting with Russia to uphold the world order. And look at this last line here, a not so subtle dig at the president. I hope this message reaches Helsinki. Well, there's been a lot of comments. First of all, journalists pointing out that when asked about foes, Donald Trump pointed out the EU first, as Bloomberg pointed out. That was before Russia and China, the historical opponents. Brian Klaas, the academic, saying that if you just look at what Donald Trump has done through Europe, he has threatened to pull out of NATO. He has questioned the role of NATO. He's brought the UK government to a cliff, according to Brian, and now he has praised Vladimir Putin. And he, Brian, says all of this is on Putin's wish list. But let's not forget that for other people, they're pointing out that Donald Trump is talking about trade. He is standing up for America's interest in the eyes of his base in the face of the EU. So what do you think? Is Donald Trump fair? Is these choice of words being blown out of proportion? You can let us know your thoughts using #TheCube.